right, here's the walkthrough of the setup for this video that I made using the speak unit to go into Loopy and use it as a vocal, chopping it up with some glitch effects. Let's start out by showing what it sounds like without anything. All right, why does it always happen to me? And oh, would help if I turn the volume up.
Why does this always happen to me?
Okay, great. That's what that sounds like. And then once I edit here,
Happen to me. Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Why?
And the speed. So in this one, we'll go ahead.
Happen to me. Why does this always
Slow it
happen to
down.
me?
Here's the regular
Does this
speed.
always happen to me? Why does
Slow it
this
down a little bit.
always happen to
Raise
me?
the
Why
pitch.
does this always
And
happen to
obviously
me?
you can
Why does
change it
me?
here
Why does
and copy it to the
why
other.
does happen to me? Why does happen to me? Why?
You can change that and then copy it to the other loops. But what I did instead was I made several loops. So I have this one.
To me, why does this always
Different
happen
voice,
to me?
the whole thing. And then each one.
Why does this always happen to happen?
Well, you get the idea. And what I did then is brought in glitch core, and I like to skip one for this. You could do any of them, and just get the 4 boxes there. And then now let's hear it. And then also I added the perforator. This is just a sideways stereo one, I believe. Staggered stereo. Yep, staggered stereo. And then I added flux mini, and I used 4-bar uplifter to give it kind of like that slow incline EQ sound. It's not super noticeable there. It cuts out a little bit, comes back in. And then I like to use the same one on the beat in this one, so it kind of matches it. So here's the beat. Let's go in here. Just the beat. And I copied 12 patterns. So what I did was go in, when you edit, you could hit variable if you want to change it up or just move them around. And I copy it 12 times, copy and paste, and then edit each one to be a little different. Now with this app, it is a little loud, so I always go in and just lower it a little bit. And then I like to add the whoop, give it a little more character, a little more 303 sound, 303. And then I add that same 4-bar uplifter. So it keeps cutting it out, staggering it. And I keep hitting that. All right, so turn that off, and together, give it a little glitchy 90s Chemical Brothers kind of sound. All right, the thing that's sequencing everything obviously is Fugue Machine, and I just have 3 notes going. And then I have all the playheads going to animoog and agonizer. And I know I could have separate playheads going and everything, but for some reason it just worked out where this sounded great. This is just the initial preset when you open up Animoog Z. Moog Uno, Moog, whatever you want to call it. I know it's Moog, but whatever. And let's hear what that sounds like just from Fugue Machine. Just the 3 notes gave it like kind of a rhythm that went with this already. Then I added the perforator. Just a gate. All right. And scatterbrain really kind of breakbeat me. That one or deviate beats, both are good. This one cuts out a little more. All out. Just kind of modify it a little bit. All right, so let's bring it up. It goes really good with the beat. same notes going in agonizer. And alright, I used the squared in preset. I think I modified it a little bit. Maybe the cutoff or the filter for sure. Which is fun to do just in the middle of the song, kind of change it up a little bit. So I had more of a bass sound there. And then I love, love, love stratosphere. Usually keep it about 93 is where I like to have it. There's a nice atmosphere, but I do go all the way up quite often too. Let's get it back a little bit. Stay right there. And then mastering just limiter and compressor. I like to do limiter first. I know it just sounds nice and bright. I do have to turn it down a little bit quite often. See it was maxing out there. There you have it. That's the setup of that. Now, for Loopy Pro, see how it's done. Let's go in here and new project, discard changes. All right, so what I did was to get the recording of that, obviously it's two separate audio units and touching the screen would make it not record on that one. Like you would have to, I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, the reason I set the threshold up is because I couldn't hit the circle at the same time as hitting play on the other one. So let's go to clip settings and retrospective recording, no, count in, threshold. So there's nothing going in, but if you put on threshold, it'll start recording when it hears sound. So I'm going to make sure the mic's off. And let's hear it.
What this is always opened. Why does this always happen to me?
All right, now you do have to have play going. So I'm going to turn those other things down. And click it. Now see it says threshold. And let's leave it open and just minimize it. How do you make the mixer smaller? There we go. All right. Now watch when we hit speak.
Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me?
Automatically records.
Why does this always happen
sets
to me?
the length.
Why does this
and you can change that, and then I go in and
always
modify
happen
it.
to me? Why does this always happen 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 to me?
Why does this always happen to me?
Why does this always happen to me? Why does this happen to me?
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy and fun. There's also this glitch button that makes it go really crazy. Hope that answered the questions, and thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.